Behind me here today, I have the 2019 LC500 with a naturally aspirated 5-liter V8 engine pushing out a punishing 471 horsepower. This vehicle is brutal. This vehicle behind me here not only is a Grand Tour luxury car, but also a beast in the turns. My name is Beaumont, Technology Specialist here at Lexus of Orlando and Lexus of Winter Park. And today, kick back and relax because you're about to take a wild ride in our beautiful new LC500. Join me, won't you? Not only is this 2019 LC500 a brilliant and spectacular, soft and comfortable luxury touring car, this LC500 gets rocketed from 0 to 60 in a blistering 4.5 seconds. So that's fast. For example, right now, I'm doing about 20-25 miles an hour. But when kicked into sport mode with the paddle shifters, as observed, into sport mode, it doesn't take much. To really see that the LC500 shines. Now, as you see here, it's wonderfully appointed. This vehicle was a concept car back in 2012. It was just debuted at the Detroit Motor Show. Now, Lexus really had no intentions of ever building this vehicle, but people like it so much, they decided, why not? Let's go ahead and build it. And the feat that they went through to build this car was nothing short than magical. It was unbelievable. They had to design the taillights, the special headlights in this vehicle, for example. Okay, so a team of about 50 engineers just for the headlights alone had to design and develop headlights specifically for the LC500. Now, when the LC500 debuted last year, it absolutely blew people away. It was like looking at something from the future. And even now in 2019, the design cues on other vehicles still have not caught up. I mean, it legitimately looks like it dropped out of a wormhole from 2030. It's pretty sweet. Now, some other interesting aspects of this vehicle, 2018 when these first came out, yeah, they were awesome. But there were a few slight refinements that people asked about and requested. In 2019, it also has better improvements in the turning radius as well, and also a slightly louder stereo system. The seats are also more soft and supportive, as well as safety features as well have also been slightly upgraded. This is the most innovative and amazing vehicle Lexus has ever made, and it's only the very beginning. Now, although this is considered a flagship grand luxury touring car, the performance aspect of it is mind-blowing. There's one thing about this vehicle that gets me every time I drive it and gets me smiling, grinning ear to ear. When you kick it down into sport mode and you have your paddle shifters, you have the 10-speed transmission. Now, everybody likes good shift throws, and when you have a stick or a standard transmission, you have a really nice bump in the shifting, a nice little burble. Now, this vehicle, although yes, it is an automatic transmission, however, technology has caught up. It has that wonderful, soulful, and brutal click between the gears, and it truly feels like a sports car. It is amazing how quickly the orientation of this vehicle can change with a flick of a dial. Now, example, paddle shifters here, these are actually made of magnesium, which is pretty nice. They're not plastic. This is very high quality stuff. Lexus did a fantastic job with this vehicle. Now, along here, you got bullet aluminum, you got the LFA-inspired gauging, and it is very, very confident on the road. Now, it's got a very low clearance to the ground, only a couple inches for aerodynamics. It absolutely sears through the air like lightning. Now, the 5-liter V8 in this vehicle, it is naturally aspirated, which is becoming sort of a rarity these days in modern performance luxury cars. The reason they stuck with that is because there is nothing else that is more satisfying. The exhaust note of this vehicle will have you grinning ear to ear every time you put the hammer down. Now up here with the flick of a dial right here, instead of going into Sport and Sport S Plus, you can click in Comfort and Eco mode. Once the Comfort and Eco mode kicks in, this vehicle becomes docile and quiet and smooth as any Lexus ever has been, and you would never even know the monster that lies under the hood of this when you drive it. It's perfectly capable, it's confident, it's quiet, and it's just amazing. Now driving, the note's still there, but it's not quite as pronounced and loud. And honestly, the microphone on the camera is very sensitive, but sitting in this vehicle, driving down the road at a normal speed like I am right now, simple 35 miles an hour, it feels like any other quiet Lexus. you can barely hear it run. Now here in eco mode, cruising down the highway, again, you would never know about the monster that lies under the hood of this vehicle. It's quite unsuspecting as you're driving it down the road. Very soft and supportive, the seats are well bolstered, and it doesn't leave you feeling road tired or anything like that. You're still pretty fresh when you get out of the vehicle. And this vehicle also features, it has the radar cruise control with a lane keep assist, as well as steering assist, automatic braking, pre-collision system, and it has all the other Lexus standard safety features. You've got the blind spot monitors, you've got the parking sensors, you've got all of the other stuff you need, Lexus Inform Remote, Lexus Inform Safety Connect, Service Connect, and also the app suite. It's so quiet in eco mode, when the lines in the road kind of become hypnotic after a long drive, you start to just kind of stop thinking about it. Now, of course, you have your cruise control, okay, which locks it in place at a certain speed, so don't worry about getting a ticket. However, if you don't have your cruise control on, you can be driving along the road, and next thing you know, you see your passing car is way too fast. You look down your speedometer, you discover to your horror you're doing over 100 miles an hour. So, in order to prevent that from happening, there's an ingenious feature on this vehicle. You can set it up to where it gives you a warning which flashes up on your dashboard and it indicates and tells you if you're going too fast, which definitely helps. Now that we've taken the drive in the car, let me show you what makes it tick. Under the hood of this LC500 is the 5-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine. Followed by that, you also have the stiffer shocks right here, and you can actually kind of see the way these work. Also under the hood of this vehicle, as safety is also at the forefront of our minds, as you see here, and what these are designed to do is if a pedestrian unfortunately walks in the path of the LC500, it is designed to pop up and bend the hood in the event of that happening. It will soften the blow substantially and cushion the pedestrian from hitting his or her head. The styling of the LC500 is cutting edge and very futuristic, but also elegant and luxurious. As you see here, it has your running lights, these special 3-beam lamps that were developed especially for this vehicle. You also have a wide mouth spindle grille, but also it gives it a very aggressive, but also quite luxurious appearance. On the side of the vehicle over here, you also have these beautiful 22-inch alloy wheels, along with the power folding mirrors. Also, you have flush mounted door handles right here, which will actually pop open for the driver. At the rear of the LC, we have these fantastic taillights. Now, they look very, very deep and prismed. However, these are only about 3 inches deep. The way they designed this is using multiple mirrors, and they are designed to mimic the look of the afterburners of a jet aircraft. Over here, flowing not quite nicely, is the LC500 emblem placed directly below the Lexus symbol. This pays homage to the history of the brand as the original luxury tourer, the SC400. Down low, we have a full Yamaha-tuned dual exhaust system. This LC500 also comes in 2 separate roof options. You either have a glass panoramic fixed roof, such as this one, and also a carbon fiber roof as well. The cabin of the LC500 is quite spacious and luxurious. With the soft touch armrest, that alone, you can tell, is quality. You also have the remote trackpad, and this is actually quite cool as well. If you look at the radio controls right here with your volume controls, it's solid bullet aluminum along with some of the other trim in the vehicle. You also have a full 12.25-inch navigation screen with a 3D mode as well. Behind the wheel of the vehicle, as you grip the steering wheel, you'll also notice the LFA-inspired gauging. There is nothing on this vehicle at all that was random, and all had a team of engineers to work on. Every single bit of this vehicle took over 5 years to design and build. As I was mentioning, a lot of the trim in the vehicle is also made of aluminum, including this absolutely gorgeous analog clock, which gives it a quite elegant and stately appearance. You also have this wonderful pattern down the side, along with the air vents that are super low profile, and with the touch of a single button, it opens the glove box. Almost seems like it's floating on glass as it's closing. The panoramic glass fixed roof is absolutely breathtaking, giving the vehicle wonderful light inside the car, but also it won't give you a sunburn as it's ultravioletly shielded. You also have heat sensing touch lighting controls as well, along with a frameless glass bezel for your home link remote and also rear view mirror. The attention to detail on the LC500 is absolutely spectacular. If you look here, the carbon fiber lining which makes up the doors, which also makes up some of the other vehicle as well, it's meant for weight reduction to keep the car more planted, but also a bit more quick on its feet. There you have it, folks. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed today's drive in this fantastic LC500 luxury touring coupe. Please feel free to leave any comments below with any feedback or suggestions. And from all of us here at Lexus of Orlando
and Lexus of Winter Park,
have a great and safe weekend. I'll see you soon.